Namaste. Volume check 1 2 3. 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 Sorry, give me 1 minute to find the right volume. Okay. Volume check 1 2 3. Checking volume. Checking volume 1 2 3. Checking volume 1 2 3. Okay, so a little. This mic's more sensitive than the other one, I'm realizing. Okay, so is this the right volume or can I make it? Okay, I think I'll stay with this volume here and then I'll adjust so I could hear myself. Mic check. Okay, yeah, it's very sensitive equipment. Like a grand piano or something. Okay. Alright, as long as I'm used to it. So volume checking volume again. Once I'm, because now I have something set up, I just need to find the right volume for me. Okay, can I hear myself like this? Yes, I can. Is this too loud or too low? No, this is the correct volume. The volume is correct. Now, can I hear myself? Is this too loud? Yes, too loud, too loud. How about this? How about this? Checking mic, checking mic, checking mic. Okay, I'll stay with this. Okay, cool. Sorry about all this. I'm just not good with the equipment. Not yet, anyway. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the correct setup. That was the last one, I believe. All right, so today's Sutra 40. All right, how's my volume right now? I found out that I'd rather be on the lower side than on the higher side, especially for these recitations. I'm not, you know. Finding the right volume is the hardest. No, is this too low? Yeah, it's too. The mic's volume itself is too low. Okay, so this will be it, I think. And if it's too low, so be it. I shouldn't care too much. Or should I? I don't know. This is like, these are the questions, you know. Like, how much should I care about my volume? I should care about my volume. Okay, I think this is the sweet spot, and I don't think. Okay, cool. Sorry about this. Shri Nrusimhaya Namaha. Shri Subhadraya Namaha. Okay. Yoga Sutra, Sutra 40. Here we go. No, Shaka, no, Shalom. Yeah, I don't want it to be too low either. So hard, man. Why did they make this so hard? The other equipment is easier to use. I like this for recitation though. All right, I'm gonna suck it up and use what I think is the best and not go with anything else other than that. Okay, here we go. Paramanu paramama hatitivanan tosyam Vashikaraha. How's my volume there? Pretty good. Okay. Paramanu paramama hatitivanan tosyam Vashikaraha. Paramanu paramama hatitivanan tosyam Vashikaraha. Paramanu paramama hatitivanan tosyam Vashikaraha. One more. Paramanu paramama hatitivanan tosyam Vashikaraha. Sukushiman Nivishamanasyam Paramanan Banantam Satiti Padam Lapatan Iti. Second try. Sukushiman Nivishamanasyam Paramanan Banantam Satiti Padam Lapatan Iti. Okay, second version. Paratapara. Sukushiman Divishamanasya Parataparamanam Banantam Satiti Padam Lapatan Iti. Paratapara. Yep, okay. Sutula Divishamanasya Paramamahatatavanantam Satiti Padam Chitatasyam. Sutula Divishamanasya Paramamahatatavanam Sutula Divishamanasya Paramamahatatavanantam Satiti Padam Chitatasyam. Evam Damupayim Gotrimanu Tabato Yosya Brati Katah Saparo Vashikaraha. Evam Damupayim. See, I'm too loud. Alright, how's my volume? It's, maybe it's not me. Maybe it's Sanskrit. Maybe that's what it is. So if that's the case, I'll compensate once more a little bit. Final. This is final. Okay, sorry about this. Evam Damopayim Gotui Manutavato Yosya Prati Katah Sa Paro Vashikaraha. Okay, second version. Pratika. Okay, so it's shorter. Evam Damopayim Gotui Manutavato Yosya Pratikatah Sa Paro Vashikaraha. The second version. Evam Damopayim Gotui Manutavato Yosya Pratikatah Sa Paro Vashikaraha. Tad Vashikarat Paripurnam yogi nasicitatam na punarabhya sakaratam parikalma pekushatam iti. Tadavashi kangarat paripurnam yogi nasicitatam na punarabhya sakaratam parikalma pekushatam iti. Om Namaste. Okay. First translation. Two translations. Found out that works the best for Yoga Sutra. The control over the extremity, okay. The control over the extremity of the smallest minuteness and of the highest expansiveness comes to him. His mind, entering into the subtle, attains the position of steadiness into the last extremity of the minutest of minutes. I'll read that again. I'm so sorry. His mind, entering into the subtle, attains the position of steadiness into the last extremity of the minutest of minutes. When entering into the gross, the position of steadiness into that last extremity of the highest expansiveness comes to his mind. I'll read that again. Extremity. That must have something to do with my injury, if I can say. Extremity. Okay. Extremity. Okay. When entering into the gross, the position of steadiness into the last. When entering into the gross, the position of steadiness into the last extremity of the highest expansiveness comes to his mind. Thus this irresistible power following both these extremities. Yeah, that's something to do with my injury. Extremity. Interesting. Thus this irresistible power following both these extremities is the highest control. The yogi's mind, entirely full of that control, does not depend any more upon other embellishments produced by practice. All right, now second translation. His majesty extends from the smallest atom to the greatest magnitude. The mind stuff entering into a subtle thing, which is a stable state which extends to the smallest atom. Entering a coarse thing, it reaches a stable state which extends to the greatest magnitude. This freedom from obstruction of his, while advancing in this way to both of these kinds of limits, is complete mastery. So the yogin's mind stuff filled full of mastery needs not again the purification perfected by practice. Okay. Veda next, thank you. Okay, Veda, hymn 83, book 5. My volume is a little too low, but should I just stay there? It's just one of those questions. Alright, I think that's a sweet spot. It's made very, very sensitive in one way and not so sensitive in another way. Okay. I could do this. I could learn to utilize this microphone. All right. 83. Volume check. Checking volume. Too low is better than too high. Correct? Or no? I don't know. One day I'll figure, after I heal, I should figure it out. Now's not the time to figure these things out. I don't have to be perfect, I just need to heal. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Alright, looks kosher, legit. Like Sanskrit letters have to be big. They have to be 3 times the size of whatever you consider a normal size letter. 3 times the size of a normal size letter. That's Sanskrit. Anyway, I'm gonna use some medicine. Give me 1 minute, thank you. These things work the best in the warmer areas. If it's too cold, it gets frozen in the worst case scenario. Okay, thank you. Here we go. Volume check one more time. Is this too low? Why is this? No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, here we go. No, shukha, no, shalom. Oh, you know what I could do though. Okay, here we go. The best I could do, I think. Maybe move it over. That's it. Cool. Here we go. Namaste. Na shukha, na shalom. 아주청 바다 따바삼 길 피라 피허 수두히 발자니암 나마상 비방아삼 아주청 바다 따바삼 길 피라 피허 수두히 발자니암 나마상 비방아삼 가니그라 다드 부르셔포 지라다누 라또 तथा त्योषधीषु कल्पाम कानिकुरादादु पुरुषपो जीरादानु रतो तथा त्योषधीषु कल्पाम 까니끄라다드부르 셔포 지라다누 레또 다타디오셔티슈 깔파무 비 브라쿠셔는 하는 띠우땀 하는 띠 라크셔소 비쉐밤 비파야 푸바남 마하바타트 우따나강 이셔테 브르르셔 누여바또 야트 발자니아흐 스타나 야는 하는 띠 두셔그렇다흐 우따나강 이셔테 브르르셔 누여바또 야트 발자니아흐 스타나 야는 하는 띠 두셔그렇다흐 우땅난강 이셔템 브르셔 누여바톰 야트 발자니아흐 스타나 야는 하는 띠 두시끄럽다흐 라티밤 가샤양 시밤 아피크 슈이빠는 나 빌투 따는 그르누템 발쇼여마 아하 라티밤 가샤양 시밤 아피크 슈이빠는 나 빌투 따는 그르누템 발쇼여마 아하 두랑아트 심하시얌 스타나탕 우디라테 야트 발자니아흐 그르누테 발쇼얌 나파흐 두랑아트 심하시얌 스타나탕 우디라테 야트 발자니아흐 그르누테 발쇼얌 나파흐 빵땅 빵하는띠 빠따야는띠 비디우땅 우도셔틸지하테 우도셔틸지하테 비는바테 스바흐 빵땅 빵하는띠 빠따야는띠 비디우땅 우도셔틸지하테 비는바테 스바흐 빵땅 빵하는띠 빠따야는띠 비디우땅 우도셔틸지하테 비는바테 스바흐 이랑 비쉐바스마이 푸바나야 자야테 야트 발자니아흐 프르트빔 라타 사바티. Is that one word or two words? No, two words. Protivim Ratasavati. All right. Iram Vishevasamai Pubanaya Jayate Yat Paljanyah Protivim Ratasavati. Protivim, one more. 10 shloka. Where was I? Iram Vishevasamai Puvanayam Jayate Yat Paljanyah Protivim Ratasavati. Yasyam Pratem Protivi Nananamiti Yasyam Prate Shaphavaj Jalpuriti Shaphavaj Jalpuriti Shaphavaj Jalpuriti Shaphavaj Jalpuriti Yasyam Pratem Protivi Nananamiti Yasyam Pratem Shaphavaj Jalpuriti Shaphavaj Jalpuriti 야시양 브라템 브라티비 나는 남이 있디 야시양 브라템 샤파바즈 잘풀이 있디 야시양 브라탐 오셔틸 베시바루 방허 사나허 발자니아 마히 샬마 야츠참 디본 논 버르셔토임 마르토 라리트밤 브라 비는바땅 버르셔노 아셔바시야 타라허 알방응 우아테남 알방응 우아테나 스타나 이뜨누 네히아뽕 니슈인지는 나수라허 비땅 나허 알방응 우아테남 스타나 이뜨누 네히오뽕 스타나 이뜨누 히네히오뽕 히아뽕 스타나 이뜨누 네히아뽕 스타나 이뜨누 네히아뽕 니슈인 지는 나수라허 니슈인 지는 나수라허 니슈인 지는 나수라허 비땅 나허 알방 우아테남 스타나 예투누 네히어 히아폼 알방 우아테나 스타나 예투누 네히아폼 니슈인 지는 나수라허 비땅 나허 알방 우아테나 스타나 예투누 네히아폼 니슈인 지는 나수라허 비땅 나허 아피 그라는당 스타나얌 갈파망을 탕을 우다는 바탕을 파리 디양을 라테남 드르팀 수 간셔 비슈 오케이 second try 아피 그라는당 스타나야 갈파망을 탕을 우다는 바탕을 파리 디양을 라테남 드르팀 수 간셔 비슈이팀 비슈이탐 냔짬 사망에 바바는 뚜드바또 디빵당해 드르팀 수 간셔 비슈이탐 냔짬 사망에 바바는 뚜드바또 디빵당해 마하는담 고샤무다짱 니 슈인짱 시아는다는 땅을 고리양에 비슈이 땅을 보라스 땅을 뜻 그렇다나 양아방에 버티비 오케이 마한 second try 마하는담 고샤마두 고샤무당 마하는담 고샤무다짱 니 슈인짱 시아는다는 땅 다는 마하는담 고샤무다짱 니 슈인짱 시아는다는 땅 고리양 비슈이 땅을 보라스 땅을 뜻 그렇다나 디양방을 버티비 비우는 티 수프라방안엄 바바트 바크니앙 피아흐 바바트 바크니앙 피아흐 그렇다는 디앙방을 버티비 비우는 티 수프라방안엄 바바트 바크니앙 피아흐 바바트 바크니앙 피아흐 그렇다나 디앙방을 버티비 비우는 티 수프라방안엄 바바트 바크니아 피아흐 야트 빨자니암 가니크라다트 스타나 야는 함시 두시끄럽다흐 야트 빨자니아 가니크라다트 스타나 야는 함시 두시끄럽다흐 야트 빨자니암 가니크라다트 스타나 야는 함시 두시끄럽다흐 파티담 베셰밤 모다테 야트 김짱 프르티비앙 마티 아발슈일 발샤무드 슈 그르파야 깔타는 바니아 tiet tabange u abai shui bai shai bai sha abai abai shui bai sha abai shui bai sha mudu shu 그르팡 야 깔타는 바니아 tiet tabange u 그르팡 야 깔타는 바니아 tiet tabange 그르팡 야 깔타는 바니아 tiet tabange 그르팡 야 깔타는 바니아 tiet tabange u 아바이 슈일 바이샤 무둠 슈 그르팡 야 깔타는 바니아 tiet tabange u 아바이 슈일 바이샤 무두 슈 그르팡 야 깔타는 바니아 tiet tabange u 아지자남 오셔틸 포자나야 까무담 브라자 표비도 마니 슈아마 브라자 표디비도 브라자 표비도 브라자 표디비도 브라자 표비도 브라자 표비도 브라자 표비도 마니 슈아마. Last sentence, second try. 아지자남 오셔틸 포자나야 까무땀 브라자 표비도 마니 슈아마 아지자나 오셔틸 포자나야 까무땀 브라자 표비도 마니 슈아마. 나마스테 나 샤카 나 샬롬. Sing with these songs thy welcome to the mighty, with adorable adoration. Sorry. Sing with these songs thy welcome to the one. Sorry, no thunder quaking here. Somebody's walking around too loud. Okay, here we go. Sing with these songs thy welcome to the mighty, with adoration, praise, and call by Janyam. The bull, loud roaring, swift to send his bounty, lays in the plants the seed for germination. He smites the trees apart, he slays the demons. All life fears him who wields the mighty weapon. From him, exceeding strong, flees even the guiltless, when thundering Pajanya smites the wicked. What was it? 83. Oh no, this is not. Okay, sorry. Shouldn't be too difficult. 83. Okay. Now, which? 3. Okay. I'm going back to it because I like to read the original. Like a car driver whipping on his horses, he makes the messengers of rain spring forward. Far off resounds the roaring of the lion. What time Baljanya fills the sky with rain cloud. Forth burst the winds, down come the lightning flashes. The plants shoot up, the volume of light is streaming. Food springs abundant for all living creatures. What time Baljanya quickens earth with moisture. Thou at whose bidding earth bows low before thee, at whose command hoofed cattle fly in terror, at whose behest the plants assume all colors, even thou, Baljanya, yield us great protection. Send down for us the rain of heaven, ye Maruts, and let the stallions' flood descend in torrents. Come hither, with his thunder, while thou pourest the waters down, our heavenly Lord and Father. Thunder and roar, the germ of life deposit, fly round us on thy chariot water laden. Thine opened water skin draw with thee downward, and let the hollows and the heights be level. Lift up the mighty vessel, pour down water, and let the liberated streams rush forward. Saturate both the earth and heaven with fatness, and for the cows let there be drink abundant. When thou, with thunder and with roar, Bajanya, smitest sinners down, the universe exalts thereat, all that is upon the earth. Thou hast poured down the rain flood, now withhold it. Thou hast made desert places fit for travel. Thou hast poured down the rain flood, now withhold it. Thou hast made desert places fit for travel. Thou hast made herbs to grow for our enjoyment. Thou hast won thee praise from living creatures. Okay. Upanishad next, thank you. Okay, almost done with book 5, I think. Wait. Oh no, we still got 5 left. Okay. Alright, another shorter one. It's one paragraph. Just give me 1 minute, thank you. 30 seconds. Mic check. I like this volume. I don't like it too loud. I'd rather have it on the lower side if I could, but you know, it's always too high or too low. One day I'll get it. One day. Namaste. Na Shakha. Na Shalom. Shri Nrsimhaya Namaha. Vijnanam Brahmati Vyajanat. Vijnanadatyavam Kalabimani Putani Jayanantam. Vijnanadatyavam Kalabimani Putani Jayanantam. Vijnananam Jatani Jivananti. Vijnanam Parayanantya Sambhishananti iti. Vijnanam Parayanantya Sambhishananti iti. Tad Vijnanayam Punarevam Varunam Pitaram Upasasangram Atihi Pagavo Brahmeti Tam Hobancham Tapasam Brahma Vijijinya Sasavam Tapo Brahmeti Sa Tapotapyatam Sa Tapatavam. Starting from here. Tapasam Brahma Vijijinya Sasavam Tapo Brahmeti Sa Tapotapyatam Sa Tapasatapatam Sa Tapasatapatam Sa Tapasatapatam Na Shakha Na Shalom Iti Panchamonubhankaha. All right. 5 starts from here, so it could be the beginning. I'm not gonna read it. Here we go. He understood that Brahma is mind. For truly, indeed, beings here are born from mind. When born, they live by mind. On deceasing, they enter into mind. Having understood that, he again approached his father, Varuna, and said, Declare Brahma, sir. Then he said to him, Desire to understand Brahma by austerity. Brahma is austerity. He performed austerity. Having performed austerity, that's when the Anuvaka ends. Okay. Ramayana next. And if I have time, I'm gonna read this thing. Devi Stotra Ratana Karam, the goddess surrounded by 6 holy men in the picture. That's not the description of the title. The description is, I forget what Stotra means, but it's the goddess praise or something. But it's a very important text for me anyway. If you want to understand, the female nature of this reality, there's male and female. That's how reality was created. And this explains the female aspect of it, or parts of the female aspect. Okay. Ramayana, I can't even say. Ramayana next. And then if I have time, I'll do Devi Ratana, Devi Stotra Ratanakara, Devi Stotra Ratanakara. If I have time, if it's under 1 hour and 30 minutes or so. It's been 44 minutes. All right. So Ramayana, Ramayana, Ramayana next. So that something's there. If you can even say the title, that means there's a spiritual blockage. Ramayana, okay. And if it's for me, I'm also connected to the world. So, if I change, the world changes. Okay, chapter 3. Just give me, this is a longer assignment. So I need preparation. So give me 1 minute, thank you. It will take about half an hour to read the Sanskrit, unless it's double the amount. Usually Ramayana is about 25 shlokas, sometimes 50 or more. Thank you. 1 minute. It's double the amount. So I'm not gonna be reading another one after this, but I'll try to get through this quicker than before. 30 seconds, thank you. Okay, I'm ready. Turutiyaha sargaha. Namaste. Na shakha. Na shalom. Dasha manjali padmani pragrahitani saivashaha pratigrahya bravi. Dasha manjali padmani pragrahitani saivashaha pratigrahya bravid ranjan depyaha puriyati hitam vachaha puriyahitam vachaha pratigrahya bravid ranjan depyaha puriyahitam vachaha ahosumi paramapritah prabhavashachatulo mama ahosumi paramaprahitah prabhavashachatulo ahosumi paramaprahitah prabhavashachatulo mama Yaname Jeshitam Puriyam Putram Yavara Jashitam Vijachatam Yavara Jashitam Vijachatam Yavara Jashitam Vijachatam Yavara Jashitam Vijachatam Yaname Jeshitam Puriyam Putram Yavara Jashitam Vijachatam Yavara Jashitam Vijachatam Yaname Jeshitam Puriyam Putram Yavarang Jasatam Vijachatam Iti Pratyalchitan Rangjang Brahmanva Dida Nida Brahma Brahvit Pratyalchitan Rangjang Brahmanva Dida Nidama Brahvit Brahmana Nidama Brahvit Brahmana Nidama Brahvit Brahmana Nidama Brahvit. Okay. Iti Pratyalchitana Rangjang Brahmana Nidama Brahvit Nida. Iti Pratyalchitana Rangjang Brahmana Nidama Brahvit Pasishurtam Pamadevam Jam Desha Mevopa Shiranam Batam Desha Mevopa Shiranam Batam Dashamevopasaranam Bhatama. Dashamevopasaranam Bhatama. Okay. Vasishirtam Bama Devam Jam. Dashamevopasaranam Bhatama. One more. Dashamevopasaranam Bhatama. Vasishirtam Bama Devam Jam. Dashamevopasaranam Bhatama. Jaitraha Shri Manayam Masaha Punuyaha Pushapitaka Nanaha Pushapitaka Nanaha Jaitraha Shri Manayam Masaha Punuyaha Pushapitaka Nanaha Yavarang Jyang Ramasya Savamevo Pakaripyatam Saivamevo Pakaripyatam Saivamevo Pakaripyatam Yavarang Jyang Ramasya Saivamevo Pakaripyatam. Almost. Saivamevo Pakaripyatam. My camera is going crazy. Saivamevo Pakaripyatam. Okay. Yavarang Jyang Ramasya Saivamevo Pakaripyatam. Yavarang Jyang Ramasya Saivamevo Pakaripyat Yama. Yavarang Jyang Ramasya Saivamevo Pakaripyatam. Almost. Yavarang Jyang Ramasya Saivamevo Pakaripyatam. Rangajnya Sutu Parate Pangakye Jana Toshwa Mahanuput Rangajnya Sutu Parate Pangakye Jana Koshwa Mahanaput Shanai Sutasmina Prashanante Jana Koshwe Jana Tipahe Pasishit. Okay, one more. Shanai Sutasmina Prashanante Jana Koshwe Jana Tipahe Pasishirtam Muni Changel Dulam Rangjang Pachanama Brabit Muni Changel Dulam Pasishirtam Muni Changel Dulam Rangjang Pachanama Brabit Apishwekan Yang Ramasya Yang Yat Kaima Saparich Chadama Apishwekan Yang Ramasya Yat Kaima Saparich Chadama Dadadiyam Bhagavana Saivamang Jinya Payitu Mahasi Saivamang Jinya Payitu Mahasi Saivamang Jinya Payitu Mahasi Saivamang Jinya Payitu Mahasi Dadadiyam Bhagavana Saivamang Jinya Payitu Mahasi Saivamang Jinya Payitu Mahasi Dadadiyam Bhagavana Saivamang Jinya Payitu Mahasi Nacha Churutavang Pumipang Lasiang Pasishutwa Muni Satatamaha Nacha Churutavang Pumipang Lasiang Pasishutwa Muni Satatamaha Adidesha Gratom Rajinyaha Satitana Yukatana Gratanjalina Subhana Dini Ratanani Balina Saivaushati Rapi Subarnadini Ratnani Balina Salvaushati Rapi Shuklamaliani La Jam Shijam Pertak Ja Matusaipi Shui Ja La Jam Shij Ja Lam Shijam. I wonder if this is spelled wrong. Shloka 9. La Jam Shijam. Okay, never mind. La Jam Shijam Pertak Ja Matusaipi Shui Shuklamaliani La Jam Shijam Shuklamaliani La Jam Shijam Pertak Ja Matusaipi Shui Shuklamaliani La Jam Shijam Pertak Ja Matusaipi Shui Ahatani Ja Pasamsi Ratam Saivayutanyapi Jaturangangabalam Jaiva Gajam Ja Shupalakushanama Jaturangangabalam Jaiva Gajam Ja Shupalakushanama Jamarabya Jane Jope Tvajam Chatram Ja Banandurama Shatam Jam Shanta Shumampanam Magni Bajasama Iranuya Shurunganga Murushapam Murushapam Samagram Vyakrachayma Jam Yajajanyat Kimchi Deshutabyam Tat Saivamupa Karepyatam Kimchi Deshutabyam Saivamupa Karepyatam Yajajanyat Kimchi Deshutabyam Kimchi Deshutabyam Tat Saivamupa Karepyatam. Almost. Kimchi Deshutabyam Yajajanyat Kimchi Yajajanyat Kimchi Deshutabyam Tat Saivamupa Karepyatam Saivamupa Karepyatam Yajajanyat Kimchi Deshutabyam Tat Saivamupa Karepyatam Upasatha Payatam Prataraga Nyagare Mahipate Prataragunyagare Mahipate Upasatha Payatam Prataragunyagare Upasatha Payatam Prataragunyagare Mahipate Quarter done. Anantaha Purasya Devaranui Saivasya Nagarasya Jam Nagarasya Jam Anantaha Purasya Devaranui Saivasya Nagarasya Jam Janandara Surag Piraljianandangam Trubmaishijam 크라나하라 리피허 짜는다라 스라그 피랄지 않은 땅엠 짜는다라 짜는다나 짜는다나 스라그 피랄지 않은 땅엠 두 마이시장 크라나하리피허 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 짜는다나 스라그 피 짜는다나 스라그 피랄지 않은 땅엠 두 마이시장 크라나하리피허 Parashasatamananam Gunavada Natikushvi Ropa Setjanama Gunavada Natikushvi Ropa Setjanama Natikushvi Ropa Setjanama Parashasatamananam Gunavada Natikushvi Ropa Setjanama Divijanam Shatasahasram Yataprakamamalam Pavat Satakurutiyam Divijamukyanam Shivaha Prapate Pratiyatam Kritam Tatijam Lanjang Shicham Takushwina Shicham Pi Pushikalah Surya Pyudita Matre Shivo Pavitang Sivasati Vajanam Surya Pyudita Matre Shivo Pavitang Sivasati Vajanam Brahmano Shechan Nimanantariyanantangam Kalpyanantangama Sananicham Avatyanantangam Tapakashichan Rajamargashichan Sityatam Saivecham Tala Pacharangam Kanuikashichan Savalam Kirtang Tala Pacharam Tala Pacharam Tala Pacharam Kanuikashichan Savalam Kirtang Saivecham Tala Pacharam Kanuikashichan Savalam Kirtang Kakushwayam Divitiyamasadya Dishitanantu Nirupabheshimanaha Dishitanantu Nirupabheshimanaha Kakushwayam Divitiyamasadya Dishitanantu Nirupabheshimanaha Deva Yatana Jaityeshu Sanana Pakushwaya Sadakushwina Upasatha Baitavya Silmalya Yogya Pertaka Dilkha Sibad Thakotha Shicham Samnadatanga Murashita Vasasa Dilkha Sibad Thakotha Shicham Dilkha Sibad Thakotha Shicham Dilkha Sibad Thakotha Shicham 1 second. Samnadatanga Yeah, I got. I have to say, sometimes Sanskrit pushes me to the point that I don't even know what I just said. What I mean is, I said it correctly, but I don't know that I said it correctly, if that makes sense. 1 minute, thank you. Shloka 19, 48 is the last one. It's not too bad speed-wise. I'm you know, I'm realizing what to do. That's what I could say for now. All right, that was a good break. All right, here we go. Na shakha, na shalom. Dil kha si bad tha go tha shi cha sam na de thang bur shi de ba sa sa he. Dil kha si bad tha go tha. Yeah, this is what I mean. I said it correctly. Dil kha si bad tha go da go. Dil kha si bad tha go tha shi cha sam na de thang bur shi de ba sa sa he. Maharajanganganam Shuraha Parabhishanantu Mahodayama. Evam Vyadishyam Viprantu Kriya Satatra Vinishitvitam Chakratu Shachaivam Yajacheshwam Parthivaya Nivedyacham. Krutamityeva Jaburutamapigamya Jagatpatima Atokutavachanam Puritao Haishayukutao Dvijotatamao Tataha Sumanantaram Dyutimana Rajan Pachanamabrabit Ramaha Krutanatama Pavatanga Shikramani Yatamiti Sam Tateti Pratijñaya Sumanantro Raja Shasanat Raja Shasanat Raja Shasanat Santateti Pratijñaya Sumanantrom Raja Shasanat. One more. Santateti Pratijñaya Sumanantro Raja Shasanat Ramam Tatranayam Jakarem Ratinam Param Tatranayam Jakarem Ratinam Param Ramam Tatranayam Jakare Ratinam Param Atha Tatra Sahasi Nasatadang Tasharatam Nirupama Prajyoti Jiang Prati Jiang Shichan Da Gushwina Diang Shichan Pumi Pang He Prajyoti Jiang Prati Jiang Shichan Da Gushwina Diang Shichan Pumi Pang He Mula Chang Shichan Aryan Shichan Ye Chan Ye Panashailan Tavasinaha. Upasam Chakrire Salvetam Devaya Pasana Pasabam Yatang Pasabam Yatang. Upasam Chakrire Salvetam Devaya Pasabam Yatang. Upasam Chakrire Salvetam Devaya Pasabam Yatang. Deshwam Matye Sa Rajashri Marutang Amiva Basavaha Basavam Yatam Rajashri Marutang Amiva Rajashri Marutang Amiva Rajashri Marutang Amiva Basavaha Deshwam Matye Sa Rajashri Marutang Deshwam Matye Sa Rajashri Marutang Amiva Basavaha Prangsang Dasuto Dasharato Tadarsha Yanantamat Majama Ganantalvaraja Pratimam Loke Bikhyata Paurushvama Bikhyata Paurushvama Bikhyata Paurushvama Ganantalvaraja Pratimam Loke Bikhyata Paurushvama. Dilkabahum Mahasatatavam Matatama Tangangagaminam Janandrakanantananam Ramamativa Priyadarshanam Rupaudariugunoiha. Now this is what I mean. I don't even know if I said it correctly, but I said it correctly. Yeah. It means I'm OCD. That's what Sanskrit has pointed out, that I am OCD. Yeah, because my instinct says repeat, but reality says you're done. It's like, no, I'm not done. It's like, no, you're done. I'm done. I did the requirement. Anything else could be demonic, satanic even. I don't want to go there. The more I look at it, the more I have to do it. It's just, I don't know. Right, not doing it. Just moving on. I know I said it correctly. That's all I like. Yeah, 30 seconds. So it's the reason why I'm saying, if I'm OCDM, I'm saying that's the wrong reason. Hence, Sanskrit takes no offense. Its language itself takes no offense. If I say it because I love the sentence, that's another thing. So if I want to say it, I should say it with some positive feelings. Positive feelings. Okay, I'll do it for this. I'll say it softly. Dilkabahum Mahasatavam Matatama Tangangagaminam Janandrakanantananam Ramamativa Priyadarshanam. Okay. Yeah, it sounds repetitive. Alright, so that's me experimenting. Okay. It's 30 more seconds. Yeah, I just said the same thing twice, so my brain is going like, what the F is wrong with? Why are you so OCD? Yeah, I was walking around to in the park around here. They made it into the streets into some sort of a jogging friendly situation. Just chanting. I realize I don't even know how much I'm affecting my environment. I don't really care about I'm affecting. Maybe I used to when I was younger, but it makes me old. Yeah, it's too much energy. To impress people take a lot of energy. That's why crooks do it the easy way by hurting other people. Because real professional comedians, they know what to make fun of at the right time. Yeah, you got, you know, I'm a live streamer myself. You got, not so popular live streamers. They do horrible pranks on civilians. I've seen it on X Twitter. It's horrible. We shouldn't do pranks like that. I mean, I don't think this is on YouTube, but they allow this stuff on. I can't. I will not mention sites names. I never even heard of some of these sites either. It's not Twitch either, so or Kick, not the major ones. So I have a feeling Kick's gonna grow. Kick.com. Yeah, if you see some of my posts or one of my latest posts, um, yeah, I realized that I'm not doing this just for myself. I was doing it to survive, and then I realized, oh, I'm affecting my environment. I thought that was I thought I was imagining that I was affecting my environment. The imagination is creeping into reality. Sorry. So no longer this is just my assignment. This is 50% me and 50% coming from God. That's the least, if not more, God. I get 50% max out of whatever I do. The effort, I mean, I'm not talking about money here. I talk about money on X. That's what X is for. Well, what is X Twitter for? To bitch about money every now and then. You can't talk about it all the time because people notice. So you talk about it once, full moon, and twice a month, one new moon, and okay, I'm almost done. So note to self: do not repeat if you said something correctly, especially in Sanskrit. Could give you a migraine headache, a deep root canal headache, something. Sanskrit is anti-OCD. That's what it is. Anti-OCD. Sanskrit is an anti-OCD language. All right, 30 seconds. I'm for real. I said 30 seconds for the last 30 minutes. Okay, here we go. No, shaka, no, shalom. Rupauda diagunoiha pumsam Terashatui Chitata Paharinama Terashatui Chitata Paharinama Terashatui Chitata Paharinama Rupau Diagunoiha Pumsam Terashatui Rupau Diagunoiha Pumsam Terashatui Chitata Paharinama Terashatui Chitata Paharinama Rupaudan Rupaudan Diagunoiha Pumsam Terashatui Wow Rupaudan Diagunoiha Pumsam Terashatui Chitata Paharinama Almost Terashatui Chitata Paharinama Rupaudan Diagunoiha Pumsam Terashatui Chitata Terashatui Chitata Paharinama Rupaudan Diagunoiha Pumsam Terashatui Wow man Rupaudan Diagunoiha Pumsam Terashatui Rupaudan Diagunoiha Pumsam Terashatui Chitata Paharinama I'm gonna give it a few more try. If I can't do it, forget it. Rupaudan Diagunoiha Pumsam Terashatui Pumsam Terashatui Okay. Pumsam Terashatui Rupaudan Diagunoiha Pumsam Terashatui Something's there spiritually. That's why. Rupaudan Diagunoiha Pumsam Terashatui Wow man. So it's like magic spell. Rupaudan Diagunoiha Pumsam Terashatui Chitata Paharinama Kaima Pitapatang I'll say it one more time because I broke something in the spiritual realm. Rupaudan Diagunoi Pumsam Terashatui Chitata Paharinama Kaima Pitapatang Bajanyam Huladayanantamiban Prajang Na Tataipan Samayanantam Pashyamano Naratipah Avatan Aryan Sumanantarasutu Rakhavam Syanandanotatamat Pituha Samipam Kachachanantam Pranjaliha Parashatonam Bhagat Parashatonam Bhagat Parashatonam Bhagat Parashatonam Bhagat Parashatonam Bhagat Pituha Samipam Kachachanantam Pranjaliha Parashatonam Bhagat Parashatonam Bhagat Parashatonam Bhagat Parashatonam Bhagat Pituha Samipam Kachachanantam Pranjaliha Parashatonam Bhagat Almost Parashatonam Bhagat That one counts somewhat. Sanskrit probably counts it. Pituha Samipam Kachachanantam Pranjaliha Parashatonam Bhagat Tam Kaila Sang one more. Pituha Samipam Kachachanantam Pranjaliha Parashatatonam Bhagat. Alright. Yeah, that was repetitive. Whoosh. 31. 49 is the last. 31 right now. A little tired. Part of so second part of 31. Tam Kaila Sa Shananga Pam Prasadam Rakunanandanaha Kaila Sa Shananga Pam Kaila Sa Shananga Pam Kaila Sa Shananga Pam Kaila Sa Shananga Pam Prasadam Rakunanandanaha Tam Kaila Sa Shananga Pam Prasadam Rakunanandanaha. One more. Tam Kaila Tam Kaila Sa Shananga Pam Prasadam Rakunanandanaha Aruroha Nirupam Darashatvam Sahasang Tena Rakavaha Pranjaliram Pipratya Pranutaha Pituranantikem Pranjalira Pipratyam Pranjalira Pipratyam Pranjalira Pipratya Pranutaha Pituranantikem Pranjalira Pipratya Pranjalira Pipratya Pranutaha Pituranantikem Nama Sevam Shiravayan Ramo Babanande Charano Pituha Shravayana Ramo Babanande Charano Pituha Nama Sevam Shravayana Ramo Babanande Charano Pituha Tam Darashatavang Pranatam Panshave Kratanjali Putam Nirupaha Kratanjali Putam Nirupaha Tam Darashatavang Pranatam Panshave Kratanjali Putam Nirupaha Meow Nirupaha Tam Darashatavang Pranatam Panshave Kratanjali Putam Nirupaha One more. Putam Tam Darashatavang Pranatam Panshave Kratanjali Putam Nirupaha Guruhyan Jalau Sama Gurushuya Sasuvaja Priyama Tamajama Sama Gurushuya Sasuvaja Priyama Tamajama Guruhyan Jalau Sama Gurushuya Sasuvaja Priyama Tamajama Tasamai Japyudyatam Samyanga Manuikan Jani Pushuitama. Can I say it again, please? That was really poor. Tasamai Japyudyatam Samyanga Manuikan Jana Pushuitama. Jideshang Rangjang Ruchiram Ramaya Paramasanama. Tatha Sanabaram Prapya Vyadi Payatam Rakavaha Vyadi Payatam Vyadi Payata Rakavaha. Tatha Sanabaram Prapyam Vyadi Payatam Rakavaha. Tatha Sanabaram Prapyam Tatha Sanabaram Prapyam Vyadi Payatam. Oh God. Vyadi Payatam Rakavaha. 35 right now, 15 away. Tatha Sanabaram Prapyam Vyadi Payatam Rakavaha. Sivayaiva Prapayam Meru Mudaya Vimalo Rabiha. Vimalo Rabiha. Sivayaiva Prapayam Meru Mudaya Vimalo. Sivayaiva Prapayam Meru Mudaya Vimalo Rabiha. Sorry. Sivayaiva Prapayam Meru Mudaya Vimalo Rabiha. One more. I just stuttered a little bit. Sivayaiva Prapayam Meru Mudaya Vimalo Rabiha. Tena Viprajitang Tatra Sang Sapapi Vyarochatam. Vyarochatam. Tena Viprajitang Tatra Sang Sapapi Vyarochatam. Vimalagara Hanak Nakushatran. Vimalagara Hanakushatran Sharadi Diauri Benundun Diauri Sharadi Diauri Benundunange. Okay. Vimalagara Hanakashatran Sharadi Diauri Benundunange. Tam Mashyamano Drupati Sututosha Puriyama Tamajama. One more. Puriyama Tamajama. Tam Mashyamano Drupati Sututosha Puriyama Tamajama. Alam Kurutamiva Tama Nama Daishata Lam La Samsatitama. Alam Kurutamiva Tama Nama Daishata La Sam Daishata La Samsatitama. Daishata La Samsatitama. Alam Kurutamiva Tama Nama Daishata Lam Samsatitama. Almost. Daishata Lam Samsatitama. Alam Kurutamiva Tama Nama Daishata La Samsatitama. Alam Kurutamiva Tama Nama Daishata La Samsatitama. I'm going to take a little break after this. 12 left. Alam Kurutamiva Tama Nama Daishata La Samsatitama. Daishata La Samsatitama. Alam Kurutamiva Tama Nama Daishata La Samsatitama. Satam Susatitama Pashruya Putram Putravatam Parahe. Susatitama Pashruya Putram Putravatam Parahe. Satam Susatitama Pashruya Putram Putravatam Parahe. Upanishadam one more. Satam Susutitama Pashuya Putram Putravatam Paraha Ubang Chedam Pacho Rangjang Devanandaramiba Kashyapah Jeshupta Yamasi Me Patanyam Sadarashyam Sadarashah Sutah Uttapananasattavam Guna Jeshupta Mama Ramatmajah Pariyah Uttapananasattavam Guna Jeshupta Mama Ramatmajah Pariyah Devayang Ratah Prajashichamah Sivagunaira Nuranjitah Prajashichamah Prajashichamah Sivagunaira Nuranjitah Sivagunaira Nuranjitah Suvagunaira Nuranjitah Suvagunaira Nuranjitah Suvagunaira Nuranjitah Suvagunaira Nuranjitah. Okay. Devayang Yatah Prajashichamah She Devayang Yatah Prajashichamah Sivagunaira Nuranjitah. Meow. So this energy builds up here, so it makes it harder to pronounce the final word sometimes. Devayang Yatah Prajashichamah Sivagunaira Nuranjitah Tasamat Devam Pushwa Yogena Yavara Jyamava Panuhi Kamatasatavam Prakratyavan Nilnuitom Gunavanitim. Terrible. Nilnui Prakratyavan Prakratyavan Nilnuito 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 Gunavaniti 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 Kamatasatavam Prakratyavan Nilnuito Gunavaniti Gunavatyapi tu Snehat Putra Bakushvuya Mite Hitama Puyo Vinayama Sataya Pava Nityam Chitanandriyah. Yeah, I'm gonna stop being OCD, or I'll end up with more migraine headaches. Kama Krota Samutatani Tyajasavam Pyajsanani Jam Tyajasava Pyasanani Pyavasana Pyasanani Jam Kama Krota Samutatani Tyajasavam Pyasanani Jam. One more. Tyajasava Pyasanani Jam Kama Krota Samutatani Tyajasava Pyasanani Jam Parokushvaya Shwa Parokushvaya Shwa I can't say Shwa Parokushvaya Shwa Parokushvaya. That's what the problem is. Parokushvaya Paltamano Kurata Burata Pratyakushvaya Tatang. Okay. Parokushvaya Paltamano Burata Pratyakushvaya Tatang. Amatya Praprati Saivana Prajashachaiva Nuranjayam Goshitva Gara Yuta Garaiha Gurutavang Sanichayana Bahuna Ishita Nurakata Prakritiriyaham. Ishita Nurakata Prakritiriyaha Palayati Medinima. Can I say it one more time, Sanskrit? Ishita Nurakata Prakrit Ishita Nurakata Prakritiyaham Ishita Nurakata Prakritiyah Balayati Medinim Tasya Nanandati Nanandananti Nanandanant Vitranui Labutvan Muratan Miba Mara Nanandananti Vitranui Labutvan Murata Miba Mara Labutvan Murata Miba Mara Labutvan Murata Miba Mara. Okay. Tasyam Nanandananti Vitranui Labutvan Murata Miba Mara. Tasamat Putra Devamatam Niyamyaivam Samacharam. One more. Okay, here we go. Tasamat Putram Devamatam Niyamyaivam Samacharam. Tachachrutvang Suhurdasasyam Ramasya Puryakarinaha. Oh, I want to say it again. Suhurdasasyam Ramasya Puryakarinaha Tachachrutvang Suhurdasatasya Ramasya Puryakarinaha Devaritam. One second. Devaritam Shikramagatya Kausalyayai Nyavedayana Sang Hiranuyam Cha Gashachaivam Ratnani Bibitani Cham Vyadidesha Priyachyepyaha Kausalyaya Brahmadotatama. Interesting. I have to back up. Really? Devaritam Shikramagatya Kausalyayai Nyavedayana. Interesting. You won't let me go forward. Sang Hiranuyam Cha Gashachaiva Ratnani Bibitani Cham Vyadidesha Priyakhyepyaha Kausalyaya Brahmadotatama Priyakhyepyaha Kausalyaya Brahmadotatama. Okay. Vyadidesham Priyakhyepyaha Kausalyaya Brahmadotatama. Vyadidesham Priyakhyepyaha Kausalyaya Brahmadotatama. Why am I? I need to take a little break. I think that's what the problem is here. Almost done though. Oh my god. I thought I was 10 shlokas away. Guess how many? I'm almost done. I'm 3 shlokas away from finish. 2, including this one. I thought that was water for a second. Imagine that. Like, oh, his reciting Sanskrit, water's pouring out of. That's not his heart. What the heck is that area? His lungs. Okay, so I'm almost done. Holy crap. 1 hour and 7 minutes. Okay, so I'll take it a little easier. Well, I'll go ahead and finish it because I'm done. Here we go. Na shaka, na shalom. Vyang didesha, priya kya pyaha, kausalyam, brahmadotatam. Atha pivadya rajanam rathamaruhya ma rakavaha. I'm glad I messed it up. I said the shlok sentence like a punk. Satan punk. Atha pivadya rajanam rathamaruhya rakavaha. Jayam savam Dyutimad Veshama Janau Kaiha Pratipujitaha. I'm fighting against my OCD. I mean, when I'm saying these things and slowing down, that means like, oh, I said it right. I don't have to stop. Just move on. Dyutimad Veshama Janau Kaiha Pratipujitaha. Gayam Savam Dyutimad Veshama Janau Kaiha Pratipujitaha. A final shloka. Ha 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 ha. I BS a lot, but I got this done in a pretty good timing, if you ask me. It took 1 hour. Wow. 49 shlokas in 1 hour, with every single sentence correctly. Not every shloka correct, every single sentence, half a shloka correctly. The Jampi Paurang Nirapate Bachata Chritava Tadang Paba Viveshita Mashu. Nirapate Bacha Sita Chritavang. Nirapate Bacha Sita Chritavang. Nirapate Bacha Sita Chritavang. Tadang Na Paviveshita Mashu. La Paviveshita Mashu. La Paviveshita Mashu. Then Jampi Paurang Nirapate Bach. Nirapate Vajasa Tacha Churutavang. That Jampi Paurang Nirapate Vajasa Tacha Churutavang. Tadang La Paviveshita Mashu. Mi Veshita Mashu. Not P Veshita. That Jampi Paurang Nirapate Vajasa Tacha. Then Jampi Paurang Nirapate Vajasa Tacha Churutavang. Tadang La Paviveshita Mashu. Fighting against my OCD. Oh, that's usually the final shloka is like 3 lines. This one has just 2, because the one before has 3 lines, 3 sentences, I mean, and 3 lines. Yeah. Okay, final sentence. And I am gonna take a 5-minute break before reading the translation, because I read Sanskrit for 1 hour and 5 minutes by now, straight. 1 hour, at least, yeah. Okay, last sentence. Naranandarama manantariya guruhanui katavanga devana samanachura pipraharashatvaha. Guruhanui katavanga devana samanachura pipraharashatvaha. Samanachura pipraharashatvaha. Samanachura pipraharashatvaha. Samanachura pipraharashatvaha. Okay. Second try. Naranandarama manantariya guruhanui katavanga devana Sama nalchura pipra harashita. It's embarrassing when you prep and then you try it out and then I just failed after all that prep. I hope, well, yeah, that's the way it is. 나는 드라마 만은들이야 그러하누이 가뜨방을 대방을 사마 날줄아 피프라 흐르실때 Namaste. No, Shaka, no, Shalom. Fighting against my OCD. I said it correctly. That's enough in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is anti-OCD. The language itself is anti-OCD. You said it once. Unless you're Rama, you don't say anything twice. Ityashwe Shrimad Ramayana Paramikye Adika Veyotyaganandwe Duratiyaha Sargaha. Okay. So yeah, give me 5 minutes to recover from this reciting. Oh, and if you came by just to listen to Aryan Sanskrit, I am not reciting any more Sanskrit. This is the end of Sanskrit reading. Have a nice day if you gotta go. And yeah, so reading the translation in 5 minutes. The earliest I'll be back here is at 1 hour and 59-minute mark. Thank you. Okay, says I still have 2 minutes. Well, I'm gonna make something. I need liquid. So if it takes me more than 2 minutes, then so be it. Sorry, I need, yeah, all right. 2 minutes. Thank you. Okay, I guess I could hang out until the coffee's done. Still not reading the comments. I will read I forget to read it, which is funny. I have learned how to forget things subconsciously. You cannot learn these things consciously because you can't like. I guess you have to be some sort of a master of forgetfulness to forget things on command. I can't do that, but I could do subconscious forget or subconscious amnesia. Means my body prepares me to forget. Like I would have the best time of my life, and then the next day I will forget the whole thing. I don't know. To the point, like, who are you again? You know, what else? Give me 1 second. If you are a yogi and you you forgot about how to forget things, uh, it, it's there's an option called forgetting. I think part of the reason why I'm still alive is because I've subconsciously forgotten the amount of pain that I was carrying. And I'm noticing these things because I'm feeling less and less pain nowadays, if you noticed. Anyway, okay, my coffee's done. Translation in 1 minute, thank you. Yeah, cool. This is translated from a Hindi introduction. I don't read that, so you could read it to yourself. All right, let me dress my coffee and I will start as soon as possible. As soon as the coffee is dressed, I swear. Thank you. Oh, before I start, I want to quickly touch up on my vegan diet. Um, I've been a vegan almost for a year now. I've started. Um, I was I guess, Hindu vegetarian for about 9 years before I became a vegan. In April sometime last year, I fully transitioned into veganism. It's been almost a year, and I'm noticing change, the good benefits already. And I was wondering, why is it so fast? Why is the benefit so? Because when I was a Hindu vegetarian, it took me at least 7 years to see the noticeable changes. But it only took like less than a year to see the benefits as a vegan. And I was wondering why that was, like, why was the benefits? It's because I was a Hindu vegetarian for 9 years. Like, all that carried over, and like there was no more, the getting rid of the toxins out of my body or whatever was not as drastic as if I were, a non-vegetarian. But I was a vegetarian for 9 years, and being a vegan just flushed the rest of the, and whatever that doesn't, my body doesn't want, or my soul body doesn't want, whatever that means. But yeah, I'm talking about it because the reason why I'm noticing the changes a lot quicker as a vegan is because I was a Hindu vegetarian for 9 years before that. I didn't know that. So now everything is making sense to me. Okay, so just give me 30 seconds, and then I'll read the translation. Thank you. So yeah, I'm noticing I'm noticing a lot more than before. Sort of awakening in a way, you know. Yeah, 30 seconds. Thank you. Okay, Canto 3. Answering the salutations of them all, the emperor addressed to them the following agreeable and well-meaning reply. Ah, I feel supremely pleased, and incomparable is my fortune in that you desire my eldest and pet son to be installed in the office of Prince Regent. Having thus returned the honor done by them, the emperor spoke as follows to Vasishtha, Vāmadeva, and other Brahmanas within the very hearing of the former. The present is the splendid and sacred month of Chaitra, when the woodlands are adorned with blossoms. Let everything indeed be got ready for the installation of Sri Rama in the office of Prince Regent. The emperor's statement having ended, there actually issued forth a loud clamor from men. And that clamor of men having died out by degrees, Dasharatha, a ruler of men, addressed the following words to sage Vasishtha, a tiger among hermits. Be pleased, O venerable sir, to enjoin all the traditional ceremonial which is required for the installation of Sri Rama, along with the accessories. Hearing the aforesaid submission of Dasharatha, Vasishtha, the foremost of sages, commended the ministers, authorized, who stood with joined palms in front of the emperor. I'm going to read that again. Hearing the aforesaid submission of Dasharatha, Vasishtha, the foremost of sages, commended the ministers, authorized, who stood with joined palms in front of the emperor. Get ready gold and other precious substances, oblations, as well as all the medicinal herbs, white flowers and parched grains, a paddy, as also honey and ghee, kept apart, nay, pieces of brand new cloth, a chariot, as also all kinds of weapons, as well as the army consisting of all its 4 limbs. Again, an elephant endowed with auspicious bodily marks, a pair each with whisks made of a yak's tail, and fence both, a flag and a white umbrella, nay, 100 gold pitchers, effulgent as fire, a bull with gold-plated horns, and a whole lion skin, and everything else that may be desirable. Keep all these requisites ready next morning at or about the royal fire sanctuary. Let the gates and doorways of the gymnasium, as well as of the whole city, be decorated with sandal paste and garlands, as well as with fumes of incense, ravishing the olfactory sense. Let excellent and wholesome rice cooked in milk or curds that may fully suffice for a lakh of Brahmanas, as well as ghee, curds, and parched grains of paddy be served up with respect and dakushuinues, on a liberal scale given to the foremost of Brahmanas tomorrow morning. As soon as the sun rises tomorrow, there will be Sivasati Vajanam, and let Brahmanas be invited, and seats provided. Nay, let bunnings be strung, and let the main road be sprinkled with water. Again, reaching the second enclosure of the king's palace, let the male dancers and the dancing girls, beautifully adorned, wait there. Let the images of deities deserving worship through flowers and installed in temples and at crossroads be worshipped severally and served with cooked rice and dishes requiring mastication and offered presents in the shape of money. Let armored warriors, armed with the longsword and wearing gloves of iguana skin, and clad in a clean uniform, enter the emperor's courtyard full of great jubilation. Having enjoined as aforesaid the rites to be performed, the 2 Brahmanas personally did what remained to be done, while keeping seated there, after making it known to the king, of course. Nay, approaching with a delighted mind Dasharatha, Vasishtha, and Bhamadeva, full of joy, informed him that everything had been done as enjoined. The glorious emperor then spoke to Sumanantara as follows. Let Rama of disciplined mind be speedily brought by you. Saying in reply, Āmēn, Sumanantara brought Sri Rama, the foremost of car warriors, in a chariot under the emperor's order to the council chamber. The kings belonging to east, north, west, and south, Mlechachas, as well as Aryans, and others living on the verge of a mountain, and in the precincts of a forest, who were comfortably seated there on their occasion, all now danced attendance upon the aforesaid Emperor Dasharatha, as gods wait upon Inindra. Seated in his palace in their midst as Inindra in the midst of gods, Dasharatha saw coming towards him his son Sri Rama, who vied with the ruler of Gandharvas, whose prowess was widely known in the universe, who was endowed with long arms and possessed of great might, who walked like an elephant in rut, whose face was lovelier than the moon, who had a most pleasing aspect, who attracted the eyes and mind of men by his comeliness of form, liberality, and other virtues, and who delighted the people as a cloud delights those scorched by sunshine. Dasharatha did not feel sated as he saw him coming in a befitting manner. Helping Sri Rama to alight from his excellent chariot, Sumanantara, for his part, followed with joined palms at his heels as he walked into the presence of his father. In order to see the emperor, the aforesaid Rama, the foremost of men, went up along with Sumanantara straight to the well-known palace, which looked like the peak of Mount Kailasam. Making his way with joined palms to the presence of his father and falling prostrate, the celebrated Sri Rama bowed at the latter's feet, mentioning his own name. Seeing him lying prostrate by his side with joined palms, the king took him by his joined palms and, drawing him near, hugged his beloved son. Nay, the emperor offered to the said Sri Rama a splendid and excellent seat, beautifully inlaid with gems and gold, and kept ready. Mounting the princely seat, Sri Rama illumined it by his own effulgence in the same way as the clear sun would illumine Mount Meru at dawn. Illumined by him, that assembly too shone brightly on that occasion, as the autumnal sky, spangled with bright planets and stars, would shine brightly when illumined by the moon. The emperor rejoiced to see his beloved son, as one would rejoice to see oneself, decked with ornaments, reflected on the surface of a mirror. Addressing his aforesaid son, comfortably seated, Dasharatha, the foremost of those blessed with the sun, spoke as follows, as sage Kashyapa would address Indraji. You have been born of my senior-most wife, worthy of me, as a son worthy of myself. Being senior-most in virtues, O Rama, you are my pet son. Since these people have been gratified by you through your excellences, therefore accept you the office of Prince Regent tomorrow. You have been adjudged to be abundantly rich in excellences by your very disposition. To you, a storehouse of merits as you are, I shall tender friendly advice, my son, out of sheer affection. Resorting to greater humility, constantly keep your senses under control, and eschew vices born of concupiscence and anger. Willing, according to the indirect and direct methods, please your ministers and others, as well as all the people, laying by numerous stores, along with barns and armories. The friends and allies of a monarch who protects the earth, and whose subjects are not only loved by him, but are devoted to him, exalt as the immortals did on securing nectar. Disciplining your mind, therefore, my son, conduct yourself well as instructed. Hearing this and hastening to Mother Kausalya, the chums of Sri Rama hastily reported the matter to her, intent as they were on obliging him. The said Kausalya, the foremost of women, bestowed gold as well as cows and jewels of various kinds on those who broke the delightful news. Then bowing to the emperor and mounting the chariot, Sri Rama retired to his splendid palace, greeted by multitudes of men. Immensely delighted to hear the sad announcement of the king, as one would feel on being promised the coveted boon, in taking leave of the emperor, the aforesaid citizens too speedily returned to their dwellings and duly worshipped the gods. Thus ends Canto 3 in the Ayodhya Canon of the glorious Ramayana Varamiki, the work of a Varshri and the oldest topic. Cool, I'm done. Glad I'm done early. Thank you. Next is Hare Krishna Manantara chanting. I'll take 1 hour break, and I use that manantara to offer prasadam. Takes me 1 hour and 30 minutes to chant, so I don't eat my dinner for 1 hour and 30 minutes. The chanting is gonna improve. It's gonna be shortened to, I think, 1 hour or maybe even less. I think once I heal, 7 rounds shouldn't take me longer than 45 minutes, which is, I don't mind waiting 45 minutes to eat. So thank you. So Hare Krishna chanting is next, and I offering my prasadam with it. Have a good night. Shalom.